Yo, what's going on YouTube? GZTV back with another video, and we have another Dexter review. We are in the 10th episode of Season 3. Man, I'm so tempted to just boot up 2K and play it right now, like in the app. But, we have to talk about Dexter and then watch some TV. So that's kind of our... I kind of want to try to get on Twitch and stuff because there's a decent grind here for this new Westbrook. I mean, yeah, and there's a decent amount of stuff to grind for this card. But, I mean, let's just get into it. Dexter, Miguel, and their wives are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Dexter pretends to enjoy himself as he mulls over the riskiness of killing a high-profile ADA. Like, he's seriously considering killing Miguel after what he did. And, like, yeah, I mean, they're trying to get leverage. It's like a chess match this entire episode. They went from, this whole time you kind of felt that their friendship was a bit faulty, but then it really starts to prove itself here. Back in their car, Dexter grumbles to Rita about Miguel, which he interprets to mean that he is cheating on his wife with Maria LaGuerta. And, I mean, Dexter kind of likes that Rita's doing this because he's trying to get the upper hand on this guy. And Rita framing him for cheating on his wife is like the perfect thing that Dexter's going to need. Like, his life is going to start crumbling down, and Dexter's going to be able to get the upper hand. They stop at Deborah's apartment to pick up the kids who are asleep. Immediately, Rita tells Deborah that Dexter's best friend is cheating on his wife with her best friend. Yeah, she's kind of a loudmouth. So, yeah. That night, Anton and Deborah fall asleep on her sofa while watching TV. And they wake up like late, or they wake up and they're not late. Deborah kind of realizes what she did. She's sleeping with the CI, and he has like protective detail on him, so that's not going to look good if they figure it out. At the station, Maria informs the department that a bartender, Toby Edwards, is a prime suspect in Ellen Wolf's murder. This is the same guy that was at the bar and she was like flirting with, and she told him he could come by after his shift, and he called her like at 3 in the morning because his shift was over and whatever. He has this whole thing. Masuka gathers donations for Dexter's bachelor party while promising that it will be off the charts. Angel tells him it's not a good time, but I mean, that's a good guy. Masuka's just a good guy for doing that. I thought it was a kind gesture of him. Deborah calls various homeowners to ask about their landscaper and if they have empty structures on their land to try to get more details about the Skinner case. And yeah, while trying to contact an embassy regarding King, Angel receives a call that Barbara Gianna is in the hospital and he wants people to cover for him. It's urgent. He loves this girl, so he leaves the office or the station, whatever. Miguel enters his office to find Dexter sitting at his desk playing a game on his computer. It's a very awkward thing. Dexter makes him very comfortable in his office to kind of like get in his head a little bit, and I mean, somewhat it works, I guess. At the hospital, Angel finds Barbara with her head bandaged, lying in a hospital bed, and she got like attacked by somebody. I'm not really sure why. We're not really sure what the motives are. I think she fronts herself as like a prostitute to get extra money. I'm not really sure, and obviously there's going to be some interesting encounters with that, I would assume. Maria rips into Toby Edwards in the interrogation room. Like, she really like tries to rip him apart, like, and rip him a new one. And you kind of feel bad for this guy because he's innocent and you know it. And Miguel's at the station and he's curious about what's going on, about what like the revelations of the case are going to be with this. And yeah, Quinn confirms that 4 witnesses and a timestamp video rule out Toby is the murderer, so now the attention's back on an unknown suspect. And, I mean, maybe that suspect will eventually be Miguel. We'll have to see how it unfolds. He's not really in the spotlight for now. No one really suspected anything. But Dexter observes Miguel being overly friendly with Maria to try to get some leverage in this situation, to try to get some sympathy, so she knows it's not him. Even though he did it, and he's trying to like act like he cares about it, and yeah, I mean, good strat for Miguel there. Rita shops for a wedding dress with Sylvia, who mentions her marital issues with Miguel, and they try to like connect on it and console each other about it. Unexpectedly, Maria enters Dexter's office and berates him for testing a key without a case number. This was, of course, the Angel situation with Barbara going to the hospital and him trying to get Dexter to figure out who did this to her, and they figure it out eventually with the DNA test, of course. But she wants him to put a case number on it. She's not like super mad at him. She just wanted to have a case number on it. Quinn hears a frustrated Masuka on the phone cursing because his party planner canceled 2 days before the event. And Masuka's just trying to be a good guy, and things have been like exploding in his face. Like, nothing serious, but he doesn't feel like he belongs around the office, and to add on to that, like, I don't know, man, it just kind of sucks to be him. Anton arrives at the station looking for Deborah and runs into Quinn, and Quinn tells him the truth. Anton at first thought it was a clerical error. Quinn tells him the truth, and everything just goes down from there. It just goes downhill. Anton punches Quinn in the face, who is a police officer. It probably wasn't the best move on Anton's part. He just assaulted a police officer, but I'm sure Quinn won't press charges given what he did to this guy. Like, come on. You'd be an asshole to kind of press charges. And Quinn deserves it, so I don't know. Miguel and Maria are drinking wine at their house when they begin to kiss. So now, the affair is coming into fruition, and I mean, Rita kind of manifested this. She's had some very wise moments on the show recently, and this is another example of that. She manifests this affair that goes down. Meanwhile, Rita discloses to Sylvia about her suspicions concerning Miguel and Maria, and now, this is the most coincidental thing that's ever happened in this show. Like, Sylvia goes over there thinking they have an affair, which they actually do, but Rita didn't know that for sure. So, yeah, Sylvia goes over and they're actually having an affair. And, yeah, it looks like Miguel lost his relationship. Yeah. Looks like that's a point for Dexter. He didn't even do it. The next morning, Miguel is waiting for Dexter at Sadie's Donuts. Obviously, he knows that's his routine, and he has a little talk. Why'd you set that up? Like, you aren't the type of man that would, like, ruin someone's family, would you? Dexter tells him he literally didn't do it because he's right. He didn't do that. He didn't tell Sylvia about the affair or whatever that they didn't really have until that night. He didn't tell her that. While the Prados aren't at home, Dexter is let in the house by Norma, the housekeeper, under the ruse that Dexter is researching a best man's gift for Miguel. When really Dexter is trying to find the ring from Ellen Wolf to bring into evidence and try to frame him further. Which is kind of taken a little far, but at the station, Tammy Okama meets with Masuka to plan Dexter's bachelor party, and they kind of get flirtatious with each other. Good job, Masuka. W. Riz, I guess. Having been kicked out by Sylvia, Miguel comes home to retrieve some work stuff, and he realizes the ring is missing, and he just goes on a rage. Angel tracks down Barbara's attacker and arrests him, and instead of doing what Dexter thought he was going to do to him and, like, kill him damn near, he arrests him. He keeps the door closed, and Dexter gives him, like, a talk before he confronts this man, and, yeah, good job, Dexter, because he probably would have spiraled out of control. Deborah informs Dexter that she's no longer seeing Anton because even though he makes her happy, it makes her look bad. And, yeah. And plus Miguel has this, like, blackmail going on, so does Dexter. Dexter could expose him for being a murderer. Miguel could expose his sister for seeing people, or sleeping with the CI. At the police station, Miguel motions for Dexter to go up to the roof, and they have, like, an intense conversation. Dexter is very, like, mild-mannered about it, while Miguel's, like, yelling at his face. This is kind of like the natural thing. If you know Ramon Prado, this is kind of the natural thing for the Prados to do in the show. Yeah. But Dexter tells Miguel that he can't be reasoned with, guilted, or controlled, to which Miguel shouts, "That's right, I'll do what I want, when I want, to whomever I want. Count on it." Yeah, and, so what Dexter doesn't realize is that George King, who is the Skinner, is on the rooftop, and Miguel's trying to, like, get him a good deal for helping him with this and stuff. So, like, giving him money to, like, get out of prison and all this stuff. Or money for when he gets out of prison, whatever. He's gonna compensate him for helping him out with this. I'm not really sure what King is going to plan to do, but we will see at the end of the episode. There's quite the cliffhanger. Angel brings Barbara's handcuffed attacker to the station, having decided not to beat him up due to Dexter's advice. Good man, Dexter. Dexter decides that Miguel has left him no other choice but to kill him. Like, at this point, he was, like, looking over his options, and he's like, no, I have to kill this guy. After dark, Dexter pulls up into a parking space at his apartment. Someone from behind puts a black hood over his head. And, yeah, they speed away. He speeds away in a trunk of a car, and yeah, Dexter's in trouble. Someone captured him. We are assuming it's George King, who is a Skinner, and he's probably going to take another victim. I don't know where he's going to go without that building that the car rammed into, and it's a crime scene at this point. But, yeah, I'm out, guys. I would give more of a review, but I just kind of wanted to go over the plot. Well, I guess I can talk about this for a little bit. I mean, this is a good episode. A lot of things are starting to boil down. When you think that Dexter is like winning this battle right now, Miguel just swoops in like a hawk and pulls off a crazy maneuver. And now, I mean, he's winning. He's got Dexter captured, and he might get him killed, even though Dexter's the one that wanted to get Miguel killed. So it's kind of like an interesting situation going on there. But I can't wait to see how it plays out. I gotta watch some TV here in a little bit. I gotta check real quick, see how long this Last of Us episode is. Hopefully it's not a fucking hour long. I wouldn't be surprised though. Hopefully it's like 45 minutes so I can get this and my Walking Dead done. Maybe even a little bit of Breaking Bad, because I want to grind as much 2K today as I can. There's a lot of stuff going on with the game, but leave a like, comment, subscribe. Jesus TV as always with your favorite TV shows. I am out. Have a good rest of your day. See you guys tonight for the NBA recap. Celtics.